Welcome to my vinyl video series where I'm taking you through my entire record collection, one album at a time. Today we have Robert Johnson's King of the Delta Blues Singers. This album was originally released in 1961 on Columbia Records. My pressing is from 2019 on Wax Time Records, so very, very distant repressing. I've been looking for this album for quite a while. I found it at a store called Attic Records in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the reason I took so long to find this album, the reason I didn't buy it until, July 2nd, 2020. I know that because I have the receipt inside this album. The reason I took so long is because of this cover. Now, if you've been listening and watching my videos for, the last week probably, you'll know that I tend to buy albums based off of the cover. I like that this is a physical piece of art that I can also listen to. I think that's so cool, and I think that this album cover is really, really beautiful. I love that we don't have a whole lot of photographs, if any, of this man. I have not done any research on that, so please feel free to correct me. But that this illustration perfectly depicts the myth and the legend behind him. I was watching a documentary about him in 2020 where they were talking about how the myth is that he sold his soul to the devil in order to become just this incredible blues guitarist. And I like to listen to music for the first time listening to a record that I've purchased. It may be foolish, it may be consumeristic, whatever you might say about it. I really enjoy being able to experience it the first time as a collective. And so I waited until I found this album, I took it home, and it was everything that I thought it would be. Let me take you through the track list. Side 1, we have Crossroad Blues, Terraplane Blues, Come On In My Kitchen, Walkin' Blues, Last Fair Deal Gone Down, 3220 Blues, Kind-Hearted Woman Blues, If I Had Possession Over Judgment Day, I Believe I'll Dust My Broom, and on side 2 we have Preachin' Blues, Up Jump the Devil, When You Got a Good Friend, Ramblin' on My Mind, Stones in My Passway, Traveling Riverside Blues, Milk Cows Calf Blues, Me and the Devil Blues, Hellhound on My Trail, Sweet Home Chicago. And, correction, we do have a photograph. There's one on the back left corner of this album. I wanted to read a little bit of an excerpt on the back of this album. It says, although none of these 18 numbers are newly discovered, and most will be familiar through the originals or endless covers, they still sound exciting 80 years after their creation, as powerful and affecting as ever. That could not be more true. Being able to go backwards, someone who started in rock and roll, working their way back to blues, this is one of the albums that helped me connect to the roots of where rock and roll came from, a genre that I love dearly, and I was very happy to be able to find this album in a way that I'd be excited to display on my wall as a piece of art. So I will link this album in the description on a streaming service. Otherwise, if you are so inclined, take a look at your record store, see if you can find a copy of Robert Johnson's King of the Delta Blues Singers. Happy listening.